To our policemen and women, I want to say that as president, I am very proud of what our security agencies have been able to do to secure our nation, to secure our properties, and to make sure that our families can sleep in peace. And it is the reason why among my first assignments as president was to look at the terms of service and emoluments of our policemen, of our prisons, NYS, and serving police security officers in that space. We are making steady progress in improving the terms of service of our policemen and women, including all the other security agencies in prison, in NYS, and in the other sectors. And it is also the reason why I have taken the firm position that we must look after our policemen and women as they look after our families and our properties and securing our nation. It is the reason why even our housing program, I announced the other day that we are going to dedicate at least 20% of those housing programs to our policemen and women and our security men, our security agencies. Why? Because for a very long time, our policemen and women served and lived in very deplorable and dehumanizing conditions. And that is why we are now building additional facilities, more houses for our policemen and women, and giving them an opportunity to own homes like all other citizens. I ask of every citizen and every leader to respect our police and to support our police to make sure that they secure our country. We have sufficient infrastructure to make sure that this happens within the law. I am very proud of what our policemen and women have done in Haiti, for example. Kenya was chosen amongst many nations because we have a professional police service that works within the law, that operates within the parameters of the requirement of human rights, and to make sure that our nation is managed in a manner that respects the law, but makes sure that we are a stable, progressive, and democratic nation. So to IG and your team, you have my support 100% to secure this nation and to operate for all of us, every citizen. Nobody is above the law. None of us is above the law. You cannot intimidate the police. You cannot use force against the police, or insult, or threaten the police. You are threatening our nation. Because these are our frontline defenders of our rights as Kenyans and of the right of this nation to be peaceful and to be secure. So, ladies and gentlemen of the police force who are here today, of the police service who are here today, I want to give you my assurance that as you secure this nation is going to make sure that you are also safe and your families are safe. I will continue to make sure that every security officer, every person who puts their lives on the line for our nation so that our families can be safe, so that our properties can be safe, and so that our nation can be safe, I will make sure that this nation stands by them and supports them. And I say this without fear of any contradiction, because without peace and security, Without stability, we don't have a nation. It is just as simple as that. And as Kenyans, we must be clear on how we go and where we go and how we get where we want to get. I must say this as president, that without peace, without security, without stability, we don't have a nation. The people who put their lives on the line to make sure that our families are safe, that our properties and nation is safe and stable, are our security agencies. As they put their lives on the line, we as a nation will support them. This administration will stand by them so that they can discharge their responsibilities within the law and make sure that our nation is safe. For the people who want to undermine, demean, try to intimidate our security agencies, I am telling them you're doing the wrong thing. Our security men and women deserve every support that we can muster for them to secure our nation. And we must work with them. And therefore, to every police officer, from the constable, the man on the beat, I give you my assurance that the government of Kenya will support you, will stand by you as you secure our nation and as you secure our country and keep our families safe and our properties safe. Kenya is a great sporting nation, and our Kenya police is the incubator, the powerhouse of sports in Kenya. So if you combine our nation as a great sporting nation globally, and the place where that great sporting talent is nurtured is our Kenya police, then this becomes a very significant morning that we are meeting here, not just as the Kenya police family and the huge contribution you are making to sports in Kenya, from athletics through ball games and everything in between, including tug of war, as the IG has said. So, and therefore it is significant that we are meeting here this morning so that we can appreciate what you are doing, what the contribution the Kenya Police Service is making, not just to the security of our nation, but also to our sports and being the greatest ambassadors of our nation.